Hello and welcome to this here video. And good gracious golly gee willikers, is this game insane. Um, what happens when both teams are effectively utilizing the action to gains pipeline? Well, you get an absolute barn burner of a game. This game has 1 hour of nonstop action as both teams are locked into the octagon that is Hospice. And good lord, does this game deliver. So let's get right into it. Here we are. Like an hour 8 left in the game. And we have a standard 2-tank push. Kind of hard to see. But there are 2 heavies pushing with 1 heavy anchoring. 2-1 push. Pretty standard stuff. And they have been able to fight for this pocket right here, which will be a long-term thorn in their side. Now, right now, Syndicate really only has an empty looks, which was very important in getting here, a P4, and, as you'll see shortly, a tiger rolling up. So, battle's roiling. They're grinding. We are going to skip to here. So, this tiger is under attack. This is kind of the opening tank engagement. Unfortunately for 1/16th, it's turret shots, and you can, in fact, soak a turret shot and repair enough in between shots to survive a second shot. Also, it might have been a barrel shot. Barrel shots are kind of a similar situation, as they are, in fact, able to get a disgusting double tap with the P4 and the Tiger. Insane plays by Syndicate here, forcing 1/16th back. P4 does pay for it crimes, but does we see second Tiger rolling in. Now, I think there was a potential opportunity missed here to push the Tiger at least to the intersection. Maybe try and make something happen. Maybe keep pushing. However, they chose to be a little bit more cautious. You know, I do think the window is there, but as we see this game kind of both unfold and devolve, potentially an advantage missed here, but definitely a gamble. So, skip ahead a little bit. This 76 down here has shifted. But they are able to hold this main road middle gap. Right now, 1/16th has basically all 3 tank lanes, top, middle, and I guess the southern middle road. So they do have a theoretical advantage. However, Syndicate's infantry basically has complete control of the front line. Like, they've been pushed back a little bit. Syndicate is definitely crossing the road. And this pocket in particular, plus the courtyard, plus north, Syndicate is in control of those. So, 1/16th make, kind of a sensible play. Let's challenge the road. Love this. Love this play. This is the first step of action, and the action against pipeline is action. So they trade shots. Doesn't work out, but hell, they're not dead. That tiger is forced back off. They're forced back off. Trying to make something happen. Meanwhile, we got a tiger repositioning up here. Beefs the P-strike. Feels bad, man. So, we'll skip ahead a little bit. As we get to the halftime. Now, this Stewart is helping to plug this gap. And in conjunction with 76, 76 is kind of just waiting, seems. They only have 2 crewmen, so their crewman might be in the Stewart. Should be a big play, but they have a little bit of pressure up north. They're still able to at least contain them in the courtyard and secure their position. So, skip ahead a little bit as we see the next tank engagement. 76 peeks the road, and this time the tiger is not looking directly at them, and this actually ends up being a very nice kill by the 76 as they sneak the shot through the gap and take it down. So, love this play. I mean, just look where the infantry are going. They're essentially following the tank. These infantry are retreating. They're just de facto gaining ground. Now, tragedy strikes. Unbelievable Shakespearean levels of tragedy. You hate to see it. You really hate to see it. So, we won't see it. We'll spare them. Yes, they do die. And yes, it is sad. However, look at what they have gained. They have regained courtyard. They have regained, to some extent, this little pocket area. At the very least, Syndicate is no longer actively in that pocket area. So, move ahead a little bit to here. Next tank engagement. 2 tigers in the smoke, and they get a very, very nice kill through the smoke. I don't know if it's a double peek. It could have been a combo infantry with armor, as they are literally backing up at the exact same time. Excellent coordination. So, huge play by Syndicate tanks. However, even though they've completely boxed them out of the north, except for this squad, I guess. It's literally spawned right in front of me. 1/16th has 2 more heavies coming up. Which leaves a hole for potentially big play by the Tigers. And that is exactly what happens. Oops. This tiger. Okay. I've dropped the gun here. 76 fires. This is theoretically the freest kill you could possibly get. Unless you scuff it. Now, I don't know if the spotter called hold, you essentially always want to either just like keep driving till you hear the shot and then stop, or have the gunner call hold. But unbelievable tragedy, and they kind of just uh you know they didn't quite pull that off. However, holy fuck, here comes Giga Chad Tiger number 2, absolutely fucking driving through the middle of a field, flanking the 76 and getting the first shot. Now, job's not done, but there's only one course of action. That is drive directly at this fucking 76 and kill it. So, that's what they do. But it gets real close. It gets real close. It gets real close. But they clutch it out. They clutch it out. All right. Holy shit. Just huge plays by the tanks all over the place. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. And listen, it's not over. It's not over. Because 1/16th have another Tiger or another 76 coming. And guess what it's driving straight to do? That is re-engage the Tiger. And bada boom, bada bing, counter shot. Unbelievable. Action to gains, pipeline, both sides just getting wet and wilded. Love this play by the Tiger holding this down. Because this pocket right here has been a huge source of pressure from 1/16th.
I'm still worried about 7 Stone and the rest up there because that rocket. That northern passage is such an awful area.
So, skip ahead. Very small amount. Tiger. Repositioning. However, here comes the 76. Step 1. Action. Here we are. Yet again. Unbelievable. There have been like, I don't even know how many tank fights have happened. But look at this. Hello. Bada bing. And scuffed. Alright. This is actually an insane kill. Through the smoke. They action to gains pipeline people. Am I making sense now? Probably not. I rarely do. So, problem is they're kind of getting ground away. But look at the gains. They are the ones pushing the street. Now the problem is this group of infantry right up here. This group of infantry plays a critical role. Massive save. Unbelievable save, but huge danger. Now, I think some of the problem is this group of infantry aren't backfilling as much as I think they needed to. But I mean, that's really easy for me to say right here as someone who doesn't even play fucking infantry. But like 1/16th are absolutely determined to win this game. They want this win, and it shows. The plays are numerous. and they are large. However, Syndicate also wants this win. Alright, now, here's a critical moment in the game. 276s, half capped, but John Koo Engineer. Hello? Hello? I mean, this dude, like, is single-handedly allowed. I mean, they're both allowed to single-hand. Oh my god, this is just not. This is not the play. This whole situation falls apart immediately in just a few satchels. I mean, that's always the biggest danger of any urban combat bullshit in tanks. It's just one dickhead, and the satchel is huge. This spawn in front of this house, fucking enormous, complete, total, dominant control of courtyard in the north. Syndicate following up on their bombing run, pushing south. And second heavy will go down. This has turned into a bit of a Freaky Friday situation. We got 116th Infantry on one side, and then the other infantry on the wrong side. But Syndicate doing a crazy job as Tiger hard peaks this medium, which is hella dangerous because they have a reload and you're side on. But look at the absolute destruction that Syndicate has wrought. Now, 116th, still not in a bad position. I think Syndicate only has one tank left, but huge defense, huge plays by Syndicate to counter the huge plays made by 116th. So, we'll skip ahead a little. About 5 minutes. Think I have gone too far. Yes, I have gone too far. Alright, so this is a huge play by this duo. This Lux Tiger combo heavily pushing this road with very close infantry support. This is a environment that all Axis tanks will thrive in. And they do very well. However, the other thing that this does is now the reinforcement 76 isn't just straight driving there. They have one more step to go through. But I mean, this is a massive play to once and for all sort of stop 116th from just relentlessly pushing your face in. However, equally huge play by the 76 coming up. Eventually, maybe. Hello. Alright, that's an AT gun. Anyway, here we go. I think that was a bounce pen off the front plate, back into the front plate. But this tank barely survives. Although that looks like turret damage, so maybe it bounced into the turret. Who knows? It lives. another day. But, I mean,
Well, Doc Holliday is taking them all down. Lovely. Okay.
116th Infantry, they push relentlessly.
Oh, that's fading.
I mean, look at this.
And that's
Like one small window, and 116th are shift Wing into this pocket again within like what, like a minute? Um, Absolutely insane stuff by 116th to well, he's dead, but crazy stuff by 116th. The Lux dies. You could kind of hear it, but not only that, it gets better for 116th. This tank kind of like immediately drives up the reinforce. Action to gains. This is the gains. Look at the gains, people. They are back in the fucking game. This assault will continue.
Sorry, what is Marvin doing? A streaming run over the roofs. I guess if somebody is lying up there as an MG or something. Maybe I didn't spot them, maybe. Oh,
So, 116th have gained a little bit of control, and here we go again with some action. Absolutely ridiculous. But this 76 gets in a monumental power position. This is such a ridiculous, difficult shot to return, and I feel like so they decide, and I think rather sensibly, to push this advantage. Absolutely insane decision. However, it's possible they push a little too hard, and they get hyper omega giga double tap windmill dunked on by the squad. And I feel like I mean, it was a risk. It was a gamble. They are backstopped by the 76. This isn't just an absolute YOLO, even though it kind of turned into one. And proper positioning does, by the second anchoring 76, does push this Tiger out. Blasts the shit out of him, hits the mantle. That's a Rick. And the Tiger lives. Backs out just far enough. Couldn't get the clip through, but holy moly. So this Tiger lives another day. And P-Strike lands right in front of the 76. Doesn't even kill the fucking outpost. Lives another day. And speaking of 76 or P-Strikes. Oh, big bombing run here. And, I mean, look at how they are already poised to springboard off of any gains from the bombing run. Probably kills it. I think there's a garrison there. So, big time infiltration. 276s back up and blasting. However, there is still a massive roadblock. And that is that 76. With a second 76, or Tiger, excuse me, second Tiger coming right in. So both sides blasting, squaring up. 1/16th still able to occupy this unbelievably critical gap, but it's a fucking grind, and then they get counter bombing run, and both sides execute big damage bombing runs, but without any, big time follow up through infantry. The spawns will remain. And with that tiger right in the middle, massive fucking P strike. Takes out a huge obstacle, does not put any tanks at risk. So let's skip ahead a few minutes. Alright, we have the medium kind of just acting as a meat soak scout. Up there blasting HE with multiple 76s. Now, I think this is a very nice shift from their last double heavy push of just slamming them down this main road. And another very critical shift is these two 160th infantry die. This tank does not drive in. As he gets scammed savagely. And this 76 will eventually, well, medium drives up, dies. 76, in an attempt to follow up on the medium's heroic sacrifice, takes proxy damage from a satchel. And they are foiled, but they are not foiled for long, as this tiger is now looking to get in the game. This is what I'm talking about. You drive up, action to gains, pipeline, straight away. However, Syndicate making something happen. Infantry making something happen. Love to see it. So we get a main road intersection, road, main. Peak by the tiger. However, 76 is back in this absolute power play. Now, I don't know. Barrel shot. Think they landed a barrel shot, and the tiger lives. Sometimes that's all you got, but they're still able to crack open a little bit of space. Even though the point is a little bit under attack, this is infantry's job to deal with. They will deal with it all the same. Now, they further refine their positioning. Light tank in the north, love that decision. Very expendable. Heavy tank playing courtyard middle to try and pressure it with AG. A little bit susceptible to rockets, but ultimately, plan is kind of really coming together as infantry get farmed by artillery. Unfortunately, Syndicate has been able to break through into the pocket. So they're, it's the ebb and flow that is playing this game. So, skip ahead about a minute. 1/16th has successfully stabilized. It was never a real true spawn bomb attack. Unfortunately, I think they slightly overextend with the 76 on the corner. Like, I don't know why they're all the way out there, if I'm being completely honest. They get fucking just dirty peeked by this tiger, who I think even rigs their first shot or something, or that was a rocket. I don't really know. This is kind of a muddy
Yeah,
engagement,
he's gonna win though.
but
Yeah.
Tiger comes out ahead.
Ah.
Huge, huge kill
Tonight, you tonight.
by Syndicate.
Really
But,
suffering a lot of
you know, there's
injuries.
5 minutes left, couple heavies left.
I wonder
The
where he
hope
is.
still alive. The dream is still there. They still have a chance.
He is. There we go. Nice goes down. And the building has been cleared. Now that is gonna be a sucker to take back. Ugh. Well, they lost most of their tank power again. Actually, they have two heavy tanks still alive.
2 heavy tanks,
But not too
a
much
little bit of
damage.
time,
Everybody on the garrison.
and a dream.
Nobody here right now.
Um,
Well, nobody.
kind of now or never.
It's actually the massive charge.
Syndicate have a huge positional advantage with spawns right now.
From Dean, artillery helping out as well a bit. A
Um,
bit more in this angle for a moment. We're making our way there. Tiger tank also on the
Tiger
right
tank
side.
repositioning to
Heavy
Pizza
tank.
Hut.
Something that happens to the right.
Definitely looking to catch out 76. That's repositioning. And lo and behold, they turn at just, I mean, it's how it always happens. They turn at the wrong time, and they go down. There it is. Still one heavy tank left. Maybe they can make something happen. Unfortunately, it's a little bit on fire. Not really what you want. Fortunately, for 1/16th, this attack is just going to stall. But holy fuck, this game is an hour of pure gas. Holy crap. I mean, it's just a stream of tank fights. And like, you know, if infantry gaining ground, losing ground off of the tank fights. And like, holy shit. Just the whole game. I really do think that this utilizes and highlights what I'm calling the action to gains pipeline. You make something happen, you execute correctly. Final 76 is just going to get pressured out by infantry. He gets gas can scammed. Apparently, that's still a fucking thing. Anyway, to make anything happen, you have to make something happen. Does that make sense? Am I making any sense? I'm not making sense. You gotta watch this game, everybody. It's just an hour of pure both teams just making things happen. That's all they're doing is just like making things happen. And when both sides utilize the action to gains pipeline, you just get a heater like this. Altberg VOD will be in the description if I remember. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Execution commando by Pferd, liquid, lovely. Bombing run going over there, 38 seconds to start capping this right now. That is not gonna happen, is it? Yeah, Greyhound's losing more and more, 30 seconds to go. Spawn wave coming in, getting executed completely here from the south by kill switch. That is not gonna be the answer to this here tonight. Nope, and Syndicate is gonna take the W here with a 3-2 on St. Marie-Aigle. And I would say rightfully deserved. You can say, oh, it was because Greyhounds and their tanks, but there's always two to win this, you know? So there's also B, by the way, GG, that's a victory towards Syndicate. There's always two to tango. In this case, I would say Syndicate very deserved win here tonight. Very deserved win.